Okay, can you hear me? Is anybody able to hear me now? Okay, I'm sorry about that, Sandra. Like I said, we have sterling on this. I had just cut the tag off this piece. This is what they were selling it for, $89. And it looks like they did weigh it. Come on, camera. There we go. They did weigh it. They say that it's like 42.21 grams. This is some beautiful green turquoise. Scale. Where did I put my little guy here? It's too big to put on that little round thing. As you can see, it is 41.03 grams. Write it down on a piece of paper. This is my routine that I do to make sure that we've got sterling
Brother, Killjoy scared me.
snake eye. Okay. I'll put it in its own little bag. There's a lot that you guys don't see done behind the scenes of when we are preparing our jewelry to sell or to auction. And you know, I really want to bring this to everybody because it's only fair to you, very much fair to you. So, you know, I know you all know that we do research, but the weighing and the testing, you know, can take as long as the research sometimes, depending on the amount of jewelry we got. Now this is a Sagen piece.
What the fuck?
The mark is right here. Let me get this out of the way. The mark is right here, but it has been stamped so deep that it just kind of like went in with the, it's like right in there. I don't know if y'all can see it. Come on, focus. It's focusing on that. You can see where the cartouche is right here, and it is stamped in there so deep that it's like they didn't even care. To me, that's how I feel, you know, because we like to know what our jewelry is, who the makers are, and where they come, you know, when they came out. So the first thing I'm doing is testing the bell. So my little gal came in yesterday, and she was quite excited to see me.
One fucking clip.
And those of us that do test our sterling, please excuse Junior in the background. You know, we have to do some pretty good scratching.
Oh.
Oh no, Sandra, that is sad. That stinks. I agree. That really stinks. And all it takes is just one drop of this acid that we use to test with. Okay.
I don't know how to type.
Well, I am not seeing sterling on this piece. Not sterling. But it is a beautiful piece. Those are probably glass. It's probably a look alike. That's why it looks the way it does. I am correct. This piece is, the blue is testing as glass. That is testing as glass. Oops. Come on, get on there. And that is testing as glass. But it is a very gorgeous, beautiful piece. So that'll go over to the side. Well, did you let them know that you tested your pieces and they are not? Okay, now this is a cute little pearl, little apple. It is stamped 925, but we're going to find out. I love how they've made some silver where it's, some things that are like silver, and they scratch on just like silver, and you find out it's not silver. Yeah, you should always. Well, if it's magnetic, we know it is not sterling. So, but I have to tell you, acid testing, I have always found is the best way to check your sterling. You've got other metals that do not stick to your magnet, and can't always say that it is sterling once.
What?
This one's already got a nice copper to it, and as you can see, the darker part there, it is sterling. So I will put that in a little bag. Well, first we're going to weigh it. Then I got to write it down on a little piece of paper and put it in the baggie. Lay down. And we've got 2.65 grams sterling apple pendant. That's a pearl and apple pendant. Then once I do this, Lily will be writing it down in a notebook for me, and then I put it in my computer in one of my Excel books. And then once they sell, I usually put sold in there. I don't put down who it's sold to, because after wherever it goes, it's your business what you do with it. Hi, Kim. That's true, and I believe we call that what, German silver? Isn't that right, Kristen? Or dirty silver? We have different names for it. Nickel silver or something like that. All right, now we got this beautiful turquoise and mother of pearl pendant. Scratching on like silver. Got to test the bell as well. Always test your bells. Because if you're going to sell your product as sterling, you want every bit of it to be sterling. It is marked 925 in the bell, but I guess a lot of us, after being burned, hey Kim, yeah, dirty silver. A lot of us, after being burned, we prefer to just test. And we've got silver on the pendant itself. And we've got silver on the bell. Now it doesn't matter, you don't have to use a Q-tip, you can even use a tissue or a cotton, just a little round cotton ball when you're going to test this. I prefer the Q-tips because I can keep it smaller and I don't wipe my whole stone when I'm doing it. That is a very gorgeous piece. A piece of paper ready over here so that way I can write it down. $3.74. Turquoise and MOP pendant. Sterling. Bag and put it in there. I use the silver acid, Kristen. I don't get much gold, so I really don't buy the 22 karat acid. So I use sterling. I use the silver acid. And we've got this gorgeous piece here, marked at $30. It was marked at $30. Somebody was selling it at $30. So now I'm going to test. We all know that this is a check bead, and these are possibly check glass beads as well. So I'm going to test that. Now, whenever I use my Presidium, I went straight to the website to learn how to use it. I did not use any YouTube to learn how, because I felt that learning how to use my Presidium was better to learn it from the people who made it. Now, as you can see, there is a really fine point at the tip. They suggest always use a clean white piece of paper before you go to test your stone. That is their suggestion. A lot of us don't do it, but I do. And they say to do that because after time, dust or whatever can build on the tip of your little pen. And all you do is just a little light circle to clean off the little tip of the pen. That is a check glass bead. Not even, it isn't even what we thought it might be. So what I'm going to do, I can tell now that it is turquoise. You can see some beautiful matrixing down in there. But I'm still going to test it. And what I'm going to do, see, look at all that. The pyrite or whatever we call it. It has that down on there. I'm going to test the stone by scratching it lightly on my testing stone. Okay, I do not see a blue residue. Maybe I can bring it up there. I do not see a blue residue. It is white, which means it is turquoise, but it's a soft turquoise when you see the white line. Now, if you were to scratch it, I got some howlite here. I go wrecking my house just so that way I can show you the howlite. Now, I've got some howlite nuggets here. These are howlite nuggets. And I'm going to scratch them on the stone. And I scratched it with the same intensity that I did with the turquoise. And you can see how much lighter it is from the halide. If it scratches easier like this when you're testing your turquoise stones, and it's got a blue hue to it, and as you can see, this one is white. It's hard to see, but this is dyed halide. It does look a lot like actual turquoise. It is not. And your biggest clue would be seeing parts of your stone where it's completely white when you're looking at halide, like little parts here. That's how I test my turquoise. That's how it's been handed down to test my turquoise. And a lot of people say there's no way to test turquoise. There actually is a way. Yeah, you're welcome, Kristen. But we're a lot. If they tell you there's no way to test turquoise, baloney. You can test turquoise. I've had people tell me there's no way to test it, and I know down deep inside there is. So now, apparently this has some sterling findings, maybe sterling spacers, and we're going to find out. Scratches like silver. Looks silvery like silver. And it don't take a very big space on your stone to test your silver. It really doesn't. Get that out there. And we test every little piece that looks like it's silver. This is to guarantee that when we say it's sterling, it is sterling. So I'm thinking the reason why this was $30 is looks like it could be because of the sterling and the turquoise bead that goes around it. Nothing to do with the glass.
No way it's not.
And then somebody's beautiful hard work. Now the white stone, the way I see the white stone is it is
114 stage, Raj.
oh yeah. Come on. It is for those who are hard to see, so you can see the actual red when you're testing your stone, not your stone, your metal or or like or like the turquoise there, I believe with the white stone you'd be able to see the blue hue better than you do with the black stone. Okay. I am seeing copper on this one. When it's on the stone, it goes kind of like a copper orange, a copper red, and so far one of the spacers is turquoise. My goodness, sterling. got sterling.
Probably don't have the key bindings.
Sterling. And like I say, test every piece. Most of us do. And it is a little bit time consuming. It is a process, but if you want to guarantee what you're selling, test every piece. We got sterling again. And then we got sterling again. We got sterling. Sterling. So it's a good thing that I guess $30 was the sterling and the turquoise. Two more. Sterling. A lot of times I'll just look at the stone, and when it goes that copper reddish color, as I call it, I'm like, okay, we do have sterling. And these stones were made for, beautiful jewelers who are beautiful people who made and wanted to sell. Okay. Keep cleaning my stone while I'm doing this, so that way I don't have residue from others. You can get a false positive out of it if you don't continuously clean your stone.
How to Train Your Dragon. Got it.
This here, I'm just going to take that tag off because I won't be starting it out at a $30 bid. Put it in a bag. And since all of it is not sterling, I'm not weighing it. It will just be sold as a sterling findings with turquoise bracelet.
Bro, kill her. I killed her. Kill her. Make her stay dead.
That makes me feel good to know that the findings are sterling. So far we have one piece that has not turned out to be sterling. Now this is a beautiful onyx pendant. Kind of like done in a little picture frame. And you can see right here where it's marked 925. And the testing begins again. We test the pendant, and then we test the bell. Today, mostly everybody, should have their package. So I hope everybody enjoys what they got. We've got sterling on the bell. And sterling on the pendant. Bag. Weigh it. 4.88 grams. Onyx pendant. It goes in its own little bag. Thank you all four who are still here watching or listening. Now we got this, I guess you could call it a nautical piece. No stones. It's pretty. I thought, quite a few ladies like to wear the little compass sometimes. And it does have a little saying on the back. It says, say yes to adventure.
They're going big.
And kind of hard to read. DBA EXIS Essence, Exquisites. I don't know, I can't read it, but it's very pretty. I don't know if you guys can. There you go. Existence. Okay, I can read it better up there. Scratchy.
You're not missing.
And we are testing. And we have a nice piece of sterling. Focus. Oh, we do have a nice piece of sterling. Now to weigh it. Another 3.88. Wow. 2 in a row. How does that happen, right?
Probably wasting this.
Oh, wait a minute. It wasn't finished. 3.89 grams. Nautical pendant. And here we have good old Coco Pelli. He's laying, there we go, now he's laying flat. He's laying on that little curve that I have underneath there. Checking to see if there's any marks on either side. Scratch his little foot. Okay, now test Mr. Coco Pelli. And we have sterling. Very nice. We'll weigh him. He is barely over a gram. Look at that. Got a lot of cute little pendants and charms here yesterday. By the time she got out of Mesquite and here, she had sold just about everything. The door, son. The door. Buddy. Buddy, Diva, that's enough. Give me a minute, everybody. Okay, that was just the maintenance guy's wife letting us know that he's going to be replacing a brand new air conditioner that they put in about 2 weeks ago. Now we got this cute little tomahawk. Buddy, you can stop now. She's gone. I love the little intricate work that they did down here on the This is what would have been a buckskin piece hanging off the
Oh shit! I
tomahawk.
have a gun.
This would have been feathers. It's a very cute little
Look on top
piece. Sorry about getting your dogs barking. I always think little dogs are huge instigators. I get it. All the big dogs barking too. And we've got Sterling. So, excuse me. I may have to cut my show short once I hear the next knock on the door. If I know the guy's a mechanic, so oops, I almost forgot to weigh it. But I know the guy's a mechanic as well, and he may come back later today. That's 1.79 grams. Tomahawk. I watched a gal sell a couple of these little pieces like this, and she was calling them an axe. And every time she called him an axe, I would sit and giggle and I would chuckle. I was like, oh my gosh, lady, it's not an axe, it's a tomahawk. This next little piece here is Mark Sterling. And this is a corn kachina. I forget what they call the corn kachina, but you can tell by, by the little stalks that he has on top of his head. Let's put it down there. Focus! There you go. You can see this piece up here where it looks like, you know, the corn, all that. And I've always just called them the corn kachinas, but they're cute. They're very cute. I hate to scratch his little foot. I don't want to scratch his little foot. His stalk. Scratch his stalk. Hi, Elizabeth. How are you today, honey? Hopefully those who got your packages enjoy what you got. And we've got Sterling. Might have to pull out more bags and more Q-tips. I thought I had enough. Weigh him or her. Oh, 0.92. A cute little charm. I worry about my friends and all this heat and heat wave that we've been going through. It's not fun. Another piece here. It's marked Stir. It's marked Stir right here on the pen. Apparently it's supposed to say Sterling, or on a pen, bell. And it's a cute little angel. Look at that. We've got turquoise, coral, and mother of pearl. By the way, everybody, set your calendars for July 7th. Time to be announced. Edna and I will be having our auction. She will be doing buy it nows and I will be auctioning. So, just to let you all know. That's not too bad, Kim. And we've got sterling on the bell. And sterling on the pendant. And a diva hair trying to float up this way. Well, we've got 76 degrees finally cooling off here in beautiful West Wendover, Nevada. Open 24/7 for your gambling needs. One more last little pendant that was in this box. Okay, I believe they had it written down as the Riding Bronco. Can anybody tell me what that really is? Oh, what the name of this is. It is not the Riding Bronco for sure. And he is sterling. He is the end of the trail warrior. This end of the trail warrior became very popular painting. It's a painting of a warrior who has been out on a long trail. His story is he had helped his Pawnee. It's a Pawnee. He had helped his Pawnee brothers fight a big war. After they had won their war, they all went back home after hunting. They went hunting and they were so tired. It's the story of a Pawnee warrior. You know, guys, I forgot to weigh that little angel and I just left her sitting here. She's probably feeling neglected. I'm sorry, little angel. And the trail warrior, he is 2.87 grams in silver. He gets his own personal little storage space. I guess I better weigh that angel, huh? We don't need her to make it winter again right away. You know, my grandmother used to say the reason why it snows is because the angels are cleaning their bedrooms. She's 1.94 grams. The one with the check glass beads, Kim? Or the snake eye? The snake eye? I got that one, and then I have this one. 2 bracelets. I need to redo this one, reshape it. And I have this beautiful piece here. Okay, there's the snake eye. I need to reshape this one. Like I said, there are deliberate marks in this one. And that's to tell the maker that it's one of his or her own piece. It is stamped sterling. And then we have the turquoise with checked glass. And each one of these little spacers are sterling. So is the toggle and the beads on the ends. Those are all sterling. You're welcome. And later on, I'll be cutting some of these little sterling silver protector things in there, so they don't. It'll be later, probably tomorrow or something like that. Another box. Got a key here. Key brooch, key pin, whatever you want to call it. It is a vintage piece, it looks like, maybe. What does it say down there? Trying to look. It is Mexico. This appears to look like it has the eagle. Oops. Has the eagle right here. So this is this is a vintage piece. Let me put it down. Get it to focus. It is a vintage piece with Mexico and then some initials in the middle. So it is vintage. I can't remember when they started doing the eagle, kind of like a bell shape, but it is an eagle. What year it was. But it's a Mexico piece. Gorgeous little key brooch. Y'all can probably hear me scratching. Oh, cute. Just cute, Kim. Look at that beautiful sterling. Oh my gosh. Gorgeous. And check out the hook. Just bring it down, put it up in there. Tells you it is a nice sturdy vintage piece. You know, that sounds like something Greg would have done to me. Those two fellers are quite a bit alike. Right on the nose. 5.3. 5.3. 5.30 grams. Mexico. Okay. Something on this little ear net. Oh, these look vintage as well. Oh. Of course, you guys know I polish up my silver so it don't look dark like this when I sell it. and and I know a lot of you probably say, "Oh, she takes the fun out of it," but I don't see any markings. That's what I was looking for on this ear net. It's got nice stamp work in there though on the. Okay, they're identical. I always check to see if the ear nets are identical, always, because I don't like giving two different types of ear nets when I post the ear nets. Oh, what am I doing? Okay, test the bottom part. Beautiful mother of pearl, white mother of pearl. Also have a beautiful pair of pink mother of pearl here today too. We do not have sterling. These are not sterling, but they are gorgeous. And those will go over there with the piece that looks like it said it was Sajin. Beautiful mother of pearl, shiny silver here. Shiny silver usually means it's rhodium plated or it's just brand new. That's how I look at it. It says that it's 925 on the bell. Doesn't say anything else on the pendant. We're going to find out. And it is scratching just like sterling. I'm going to get a grip on it. These bells are so tiny and delicate. There we go. Test the bell, test the pendant. Nope, I'm already seeing some copper color. Pendant is. And the bell is. It is quite a substantial little piece. It is 5.86 grams. Pink MOP sterling. Pendant. I better put pendant there. All right. I have bags here, more bags. Where I put my bags. My son is going to laugh at me because he just handed me those bags. Oh, that is him. Okay, I'll be right back, everybody. Okay, everybody, he's here. He's going to replace the the air conditioner, I think. And I'll be back later when he's done. I love you guys. Hang in there. Have a beautiful Friday. Finally Friday, that's what I call it. But catch you guys later. Bye-bye.